I'm here in Texas at the Palo Duro Canyon at the Merus Adventure Park, and behind me, 61 off-road vehicles are getting staged up because over the next 2 days, we're heading down into the Palo Duro Canyon and we are going to tackle some incredible trails, and hopefully everybody here completes the TrailRecon Challenge. This is going to be an amazing adventure. On our first night here, we camped with a small group deep in the canyon, and this morning I awoke to a thick layer of fog blanketed over our campsite. And on a beautiful misty morning like this, there is nothing better than a good hot cup of coffee to warm up the body and get that blood flowing. I'm an early riser, and I think there was only one other person that was up as early as me, and he was also a military veteran. I guess the military just calibrates your sleep cycle along the way, because I can't sleep in if I tried anymore. I tell Regina from time to time, I'm going to sleep in till noon, and that usually means I'm going to be up at 6. As the rest of our group began their morning, we were treated to a delicious catered breakfast. Well, it's a beautiful morning here in the Palo Duro Canyon. We've camped overnight down here with 15 amazing vehicles and a lot of great people. Now we're going to go adventure through the canyon and head all the way to the top and meet up with 50 more vehicles. And we're going to have an amazing next few days exploring this awesome place here in Texas. Let's go. This morning, as we hit the dirt, we'll be taking it nice and easy as we travel through the base of the canyon and work our way towards a massive cave we will be exploring. It's located several miles on the other side of the canyon. There are approximately 53 miles of trails here at Merus, and over the next 4 days, we will be conquering almost all of them once we meet up with the rest of the group later today. Then we'll be breaking off into 3 teams, 2 of which will be conquering the TrailRecon Challenge, and the third will be tackling the TrailRecon Extreme Challenge. These challenges are curated multi-day trail runs that take you on some fun and extremely scenic trails both up on the rim and down here in the canyon. Those that want to do the ultimate challenge can really put their driving skills and vehicle to the test on the Extreme TrailRecon Challenge. And we'll be talking more about those challenges in the days to come. But this morning, we're taking it nice and easy and just soaking in our surroundings. While our convoy this morning is made up mostly of Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators, we will be having some other types of vehicles joining us later today as we kick off the second annual TrailRecon Summit. This event is designed to accommodate many different types of capable off-road vehicles, and it's a great controlled environment for folks to learn new skills and build their confidence. Last year, this was hands down Regina and my favorite event we did all year, and we are so excited to be able to do it again. We hope this becomes something we do every year. The folks that are here this year are from all walks of life, all ages, and many have traveled from far edges of the United States to get here. But the great thing about everyone here is they are all like-minded folks with the adventure spirit. Watching complete strangers form new friendships out here on the trail and at camp is the main reason we wanted to put this event together. This is such an incredible community. All right, just a few more miles and we should be near the caves, which we're going to go explore. So far, it's been an amazing morning and we've been having a blast on the trail, but now it's time to get out and stretch our legs and do a little spelunking.
And this cave is what we call the big cave. So there's not a lot of places here where you're not gonna have to like get on your belly or anything like that to get through here. The worst place is probably crouching down to something about like that to kind of get through a little section. But for the most part, it's pretty big. However, there is a section that you're going to have to kind of drop down maybe about 8 or 10 foot. So there's a ledge and then you're going to kind of drop down. There are rocks on both sides, so it's just about watching your foot placement and watching your hand placement. Okay?
Dirk is not only our trail guide today, but he's also the owner of Merus, and he's become a great friend over the years. I'm humbled and thankful he allows us to have this event here. The cave is only about a quarter-mile walk from where we parked, but once you enter the cave, it's not a smooth, easy walk through. You need to traverse some tight sections. You need to really watch your footing as you climb up and down some rocks. And with the recent rains, there is a bit of mud in here as well, but it is gorgeous inside this cave. I did have a bat fly into my chest while I was walking along here though, and that caught me way off guard. It's a true adventure coming down in here, a very unique opportunity to see what lays beneath the beautiful Palo Duro Canyon. This is probably my 4th or 5th time in these caves, and every time it's just incredible. It's a bit of a climb though when you come out, but at least we've got this amazing view up here. You just got to watch your footing, watch your hand placement, but all worth it. A little bit of mud on the shoes, a little bit of strenuous activity, absolutely worth it for this. Look at that. I've said it 100 times over the years. When you are out on the trail, make time to get out of your vehicle and enjoy your surroundings. You never know what you might find. All right, we need to have a quick driver's meeting and then go grab the trailers that some of us had unhitched and make our way up and out of the canyon and go set up camp. We'll be base camping on a nice large flat area just off the rim. There is lots of space here for folks to spread out, but still keep everyone close enough that we can get to know one another. It's the perfect spot for a group like this, and you couldn't ask for a better view. It's mid-afternoon and we have had an amazing day out there in the canyon exploring those caves, but now we're up here on the rim. Everybody's getting set up for camp. There's lots of people arriving. Plus, there's a test track here at Merus, and so those folks that are going to do the TrailRecon Extreme Challenge have to go over to the test track and qualify. So we're going to go over there and check that out, and maybe we'll do the qualification ourselves. What do you say? And then tonight, we're going to head over to the outpost. We're going to have some great conversations. We got to have some dinner. It's going to be an amazing night. And then tomorrow, we're going to kick it off by taking this amazing group of people down in the canyon and hitting the trails. The off-road test track here at Merus is a whole lot of fun, and it's a great controlled area to kind of get used to your vehicle and how it reacts in different situations. The folks that are doing the Extreme Challenge need to run all these obstacles, but I think everyone in the group did it just for fun. There's a lot of really deep ruts that will really flex out your vehicle, some extreme off-camber sections like this one that put my friend Jerry at about 32 degrees. Jerry, what are you at, man?
32 degrees.
32. Have you ever been at this angle before?
No, it doesn't feel good, man. I feel like I'm gonna
it
go
really
over.
looks better than it feels, I'm sure.
Don't move me. Don't touch me, dude. Oh God, this is not good.
You're totally fine, dude. It always feels 10 times worse inside the vehicle than it actually looks from outside the vehicle. But doing something like this helps you know your limits and become more confident on the trail. Jerry's decided to run the Extreme Challenge, so he'll be doing a lot more of that over the next couple days. There are also several steep climbs, some really steep descents. It'll make you feel kind of uncomfortable, but again, you're getting confidence that you know your vehicle can actually go through this kind of stuff. We spent about an hour out here playing around, but it's about time for dinner to be served and officially welcome everyone here to the TrailRecon Summit. The one thing that I really like about having an event here, besides the fact that the trails are awesome and the scenery is amazing, is that in the mornings and the evenings, we have a central place to gather, enjoy some good food, and just get to know one another. And the TrailRecon Outpost is the perfect spot. Dirk ran us through some information about the park. He introduced the amazing staff here, and he gave us all a short exercise to kind of force us to meet someone new. And then he turned the mic over to me. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to TrailRecon Summit 2.0. Last year, when Regina and I came to this event, we were excited. We're super excited. I have been to Palo Duro Canyon, Merus Adventure Park several times over the last 2 years, and I love coming to this place. And when Dirk said, "Hey, let's do a big event out here, and let's get some people together," we're like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that thing. But you guys don't want to hear me talk for the next 15 minutes. It's dinner time, and tonight we're having fajitas, which were fantastic. And during dinner, Regina and I enjoyed catching up with folks who attended this event last year and meeting the new ones who are here for the first time. The last two things to wrap up the night was, one, folks needed to sign up for what challenge they're going to be doing over the next 2 days. And two, I gave a little talk about something that's near and dear to me, and that's about having a positive attitude, not only in adventure, but in life. I thought it was important to share that. We talked for a little while late into the night, but we have an early day tomorrow, so time to wrap it up. This morning, folks started making their way to the outpost around 7:30, and the smell of bacon and coffee just filled the air. We all enjoyed some good conversation, mostly talking about what we might expect today. Anticipation was getting high. Around 9, we had a quick safety brief, gave our vehicles a good once-over, and got lined up in our groups. Each group has an experienced trail guide leading them, and after each group had a short driver's meeting, we were off. I'm not leading these runs, so I can focus on spending time with folks and grabbing a few camera shots along the way. So we're Oscar Mike on the move. First day of the TrailRecon Challenge, and we've broken up into 4 different groups. And so this group has about 16 or 17 vehicles, and we are going to be dropping down into the canyon here really quick and hit some amazing trails. This is going to be a blast. And I was checking out the vehicles in the group that I'm in today. There's some really well-built ones here. This is going to be fun to watch them in action and really just kind of see everybody's reactions and impressions to what they think of this area and the TrailRecon Challenge. This is exciting, guys. Today's going to be such a great day. The group I'm running with today is being led by a gentleman by the name of Jeff. He's got lots of experience out here on these trails. He's a great guy, and when needed, we'll be spotting some folks through a few obstacles. We have some seasoned off-roaders in our group, as well as a few newbies, so having someone to spot from time to time will be very helpful. Our first trail today is called Sidewinder, and it works its way along the rim of the canyon. There's lots of tight turns, plenty of ups and downs to keep things very interesting. The trail is short though, and it wasn't long until we were dropping down into the canyon, which is a very steep drop, I might add. Now, there are lots of Jeeps at this event, but you do not need a Jeep to run the TrailRecon Challenge. A good, capable 4x4 vehicle with off-road tires and low range will get it done, no problems. Now, if you're going to run the TrailRecon Extreme Challenge, well then you need oversized tires, high clearance, excellent driving skills, and at least a rear locker. I'm not running the Extreme Challenge this time. I've done that before, and if you're interested in seeing what that's like, I will leave a link down below. I've done a full video on it. I'm going to sit back and enjoy being with these folks and going through some nice cool obstacles and just enjoying the scenery out here today. So we've dropped down into Salt Fork Creek, and this is a moderate trail. There's a few little obstacles here, but what's really cool about it is you've got these massive red rock walls on both sides of you. It's just beautiful in here. It's a really unique looking wash, and when you think of Texas, this is not the terrain that you think of. This place is just beautiful, and this trail is awesome. It's just so cool to come down here and enjoy it all. And I do stand corrected. I think I said earlier when we started off that there was about 15 or 16 vehicles. We actually have a group of 20. So we've got a pretty good sized group winding our way through this Salt Fork Creek. This is really awesome.
Down back. Go slow.
I just wanted to share something with you guys really quick that I thought was really fascinating. So we were stopped doing a little spotting through one of those sections on the creek, and I was talking to Jeff about navigation, and he doesn't use any navigation tools. He doesn't have Gaia or Onyx, he doesn't use GPX files, and he's been coming out here and leading trails for years, and he does it all off of memory. And I think that's really interesting, because I think sometimes while navigation tools can be extremely valuable, sometimes turning them off and focusing on the trail helps you learn the trail a little better, and maybe even put it to memory, so the next time you're out here you don't need to rely so much on your navigation. These are great tools, but I think they've become quite a bit of a crutch over the years. All right, we've just pulled over for a quick stop for lunch, and I'm having the American Special. Oh yeah, guys, PB&J.
And honestly, a few hour old smushed PB&J always tastes better. I don't know why. The nice thing about doing the regular challenge is you can take it a bit slower. The extreme challenge is full of harder trails and really requires you to press hard, but we don't have to worry about that. It's nice being not in a rush today, and I think our furry friends really appreciate it. While you're down here in the canyon, if you look closely around on the ground, you'll see plenty of petrified wood, like this very nice large piece. Our lunch stop was very nice, although this guy didn't seem very hungry. The trail we're on now is called Middle Earth, and this is one of a few hard obstacles along the entire TrailRecon Challenge. You have a steep off-camber drop into a wash, and then a steep, rocky, and rutted climb to get out. It requires good tire placement and some momentum to get it right the first time. The Chevy in our group was crushing it all day, but they did need a little assistance through this section. Just a little, no worries.
Good job, really.
The group Regina was with had a Rivian truck with it, and when they ran this obstacle, it has a feature where it raises the entire vehicle up, getting extra ground clearance and making it very easy to navigate this. It's almost cheating. I followed this truck around last year on the trails when they were out here, and it's crazy to see just how capable this thing is.
We just finished Middle Earth Trail, which is one of many trails on the TrailRecon Challenge. And it was so much fun to watch people's reactions to some of those obstacles, because some of these folks haven't wheeled hard like this. And again, we're on a moderate trail, we're not doing crazy stuff. But the great thing about coming out here and doing this is, if you've never done this before, you can do it in a controlled environment. You can do it with people that are going to spot you and help you get through and motivate you, and everybody is just all smiles and having a blast. So it's been an amazing day so far, but that trail is a lot of fun. Okay, now we're going to head back up to the top of the canyon, and we're going to run one more trail tonight called VR4. This one runs right on the edge of the canyon. It's got a few spots that are kind of sketchy, but it's a lot of fun, and the views up there are incredible.
Now, we've been on VR4 trail for a little while now, and this is one of the obstacles that can be a bit challenging. You can do this in both directions, but when you are going down, it's a little unnerving because you're pointing straight down at the canyon bottom as you descend. You really need to be mindful here, get a good line, make sure you're in low range, first gear, and don't slam on the brakes, and just slowly work your way down. The group I'm going to be going with tomorrow will be doing this in the opposite direction, and as you will see, we will have a few challenges.
Well, just like that, the winds have picked up dramatically. We just started getting major, like 25, 30 mile an hour gust of winds up here. And we're up here on the top of the rim, so there is no protection from the wind, and we're just getting hammered at the moment. However, that's not distracting from the beauty of this trail. This is such a fun trail because you're kind of winding along the rim, up and down a little bit. There's a few sections where it's a little unnerving because you're kind of diving down and you're facing the canyon, and there's other sections where you're climbing up and the canyon's just on your side. But if you just take your time, 4 low, just take it easy, no worries. This is a great trail. I love coming out here and wheeling this trail specifically because it's just so unique. I mean, there's not very many places where you can just run right along the canyon like this. Very cool. Everybody's having a blast. Today was an incredible day 1 of the TrailRecon Challenge. But as we were making our way back, many of us were a little worried about how the wind might have affected our campsites. Regina and I did secure everything before we left, but a few others did have a few things blow around. Thankfully, there were some great folks that got to camp before the wind kicked up and helped kind of secure some things for the folks that were out on the trails. Extremely thankful for them. However, tonight is potluck night, something we did last year, but cooking in the wind is going to pose its own challenges. Folks had to get a little creative and hunker down pretty good. Regina made some of her famous blondies in the Omnia, and they smelled amazing. We have the Omnia and lots of other great gear on TrailRecon.com, and I will leave a link down below. If you're looking for some gear to outfit your next adventure, go check it out. All right, let's go walk around and see what other folks are cooking up. There's got some chicken and peppers going on over here. We got a pork tenderloin cooking in the Omnia. Oh yeah. Some meatballs, some street corn, some gumbo. Oh yeah, smelling so good. Then there's some tamales. Oh yeah, these are gonna be gone quickly. As I was walking around salivating over the amazing meals, the guys from the Extreme Challenge made their way back, and the Toyota had broken axle out on the trail today. Thankfully, he was wise enough to bring 2 spares and was able to repair it on the trail and complete the run today. So he is still going to be able to complete the challenge. That's pretty cool and good planning on his part. All those amazing meals that were cooked at camp made their way up to the outpost, and it was great to see how many amazing meals were still able to be cooked out at camp even in this wind. So much delicious food here. Now for the evening, we're going to kick back, relax, and we're going to listen to a few stories about some folks and how their day was out on the trail.
We had an awesome group. We had a lot of fun. Everybody did great.
We lost 2 units on the trail. 2 units. Both broken axles.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone at the Merus staff. I think every single person stepped up and helped us out when we broke down. To finding a cruiser specialist in town who came and he's bringing the parts tomorrow morning, and we'll get back on it.
Yesterday, Dirk talked about a little bit the caliber of people here. And this is my 2nd time here, so I've made it this far before, and so we'll see what tomorrow holds for me. I was hanging on I was on the back of the pack for most of the day, and then Dirk brought me up front, and I'm pretty sure he wants me to break. So.
One of the things that was important to Regina and I and Dirk and I when we decided to do this last year was finding a way to not only build community and have a great time out here and have awesome chow and just have an amazing experience, but a way to kind of give back. And so we wanted to find a way to raise money for charity. And so last year... So the Cliff Notes version here is we are doing a night run, and those that donate a minimum of $57 to Operation Homefront are welcome to join us.
It's something we did last year, and the generosity of folks was overwhelming. And this year, we exceeded what we raised last year. But I'll share with you the final totals at the end of this event. The night run is just a short trip out on the trail on the rim, but it's always fun and a unique experience to wheel at night. And I told everyone, don't worry about the person in front of you. If you got lights, turn them on, and let's see how bright we can make it out here tonight. We had a great evening, and I'm thankful for everyone that donated to the charity this evening.
Well, it is a beautiful morning. There is no wind, thankfully, and just a little chill in the air. It's the perfect start to a great day. We've already had breakfast, we had a driver's meetings, and a lot of coffee, and now we are getting ready to go hit the trail. So everybody's lined up behind me. Today, I'm riding with a different group, so I'll have a lot of fun with some new folks, and that'll be a blast. And we're just gonna go explore the trails, and then this evening, we've got some really exciting stuff planned, which I'm really looking forward to. So let's go see what we find today. This is gonna be a good time.
This was already starting out to be a really fun group to wheel with. A lot of laughs going on here. And I mentioned we were going to do VR4 in reverse today, which is really the harder way. And the Toyota had a bit of a challenge. He did give it his best effort, but he just didn't have the breakover angle to clear the ledge. So just a little tug and he was back up and running. A few others had to work at it to get up and over. Ray's lockers were not working, so he had to really give it the skinny pedal to make it. And Jackie was driving one of the Merus rentals, and she was learning a ton out here, and she got some great encouragement to get up and over this. Everybody made it up and over, no problem. So much fun.
I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna go throw it now.
Yeah, right? Nice job. Nice job, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you, Liesl. Thank you all. That was awesome.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. Easy. Oh, you almost got the front one up too. We have had an incredible day so far, doing all those really fun trails out there, a little bit of recovery, some folks learning some new driving skills, and a lot of folks to help them out. It has been a blast. Now we have come down into the canyon. We're gonna have lunch here for a little bit. We're actually in an LZ. This is a landing zone for helicopters because it's a safety issue in case somebody gets hurt out of here. They wanted to have a spot for helos to come in. So we're having lunch here, and then we're gonna hit the trails here soon. We are almost done with the TrailRecon Challenge. Folks are gonna be coming back tonight, and we're going to be giving them their badges. It is super exciting. Now, one thing, I've had a passenger in my vehicle all day. His name is Brent, and he was here last year to do the TrailRecon Challenge, and they weren't able to finish. And yesterday he was out here and their Jeep broke. And so I said, dude, we're gonna get you to finish the TrailRecon Challenge. He has one trail that he has not done from last year into this year. And so he's gonna drive my Jeep on the TrailRecon Challenge on Middle Earth. He's driving the entire thing, and then that way he can get his badge. Let's hope everything goes well for that.
Can you let me know when you're around that rock?
right, guys, we only have a couple more trails to go. We're just having a blast out here today, and I told you that I'm gonna turn the keys over to Brent. So Brent needs to do one trail to check the box so he can finally complete the entire TrailRecon challenge. So he's going to take over the wheel here in a minute, and I'm going to put my trust in him for the 392. This is gonna be a lot of fun and a lot of anxiety maybe, because it's a pretty good trail.
Looking forward.
When you get down to the
There you go. A little bit more drivers. There you go. Now straighten it up.
nice.
This thing is amazing.
Great job, Rudy.
All right, guys, we're just about wrapped up with Middle Earth, and on the way out, you can take the easy line or you can take the hard line. And I told Brent, brother, you're taking the hard line. I'm gonna spot him through it. We're gonna get him out of here, and he's gonna have completed it, and he's gonna get his coin, man. This is gonna be awesome. All right, Brent, you ready, buddy? Brent, brother, you completed it, man.
That's awesome.
How you feeling, dude?
Thank you. That's awesome.
You finished it with a bang, man. That's awesome.
Absolutely. So excited.
What another incredible day on the trail with some amazing people. And when we got back to the outpost, Regina had already set up for her cooking demo. She showed everyone how she made those delicious blondies just the night before, and she shared some great cooking and camping kitchen tips. Of course, these were amazing, especially because they were still hot. Before dinner, a few folks got up and shared some stories about their day.
We had an awesome tour today. I figured out that if you come from Portland, Oregon, you have to lick slugs, banana slugs. I don't know why, but I'm not going to Portland, Oregon. So many vehicles, right? Two doors, Toyotas, Gladiators, Rivians, right? Isn't that not what this is all about? That we all get Broncos, we all get out here, it doesn't matter what you drive, it doesn't matter your abilities, and we have parts, we get together, we air up tires, we do whatever we gotta do, and please do this again next year because I want to do the extreme.
I'm the only Chevy here, so I had to try the up and over on Stegosaurus. Probably the best part was everyone thought he's gonna get high centered. No. Send it! Back up. Send it! Right on over.
We had done a recovery, and things were getting a little like we had to figure some things out, and Casey stepped in because he happened to be there flying a drone and took charge. And then Jackie had to come up, and she had just seen this recovery, and I'm pretty sure she was pretty dang on nervous. Liesl got up there at the top of the mountain and calmly and positively encouraged her to come up this really climb. So it's on, we did DR4 backwards. So you know that drop where you go in and you're staring at the canyon? Well, we did it the other way. Okay, so it's pretty tough coming up that climb. You need to get after it, and you got to give it the beans, and you got to get the right line, and you got to do all the things, right? Liesl, you rocked it today. She had the right attitude, she had the right positivity, and she encouraged Jackie to come up the entire time, and it was awesome to watch that. I love watching that kind of stuff, and I think everybody could learn something from what she did today in that pretty stressful situation. So.
There were so many great stories from the last 2 days, and now these are memories this entire group has together. We had a delicious Texas-style barbecue dinner, and then it was time to award the challenge coins and badges. The integrity of completing the challenge is important, and unfortunately, not everyone completed it this year. Like Brent, they'll just have to come back and try again. The next morning, we wrapped it up by Jerry giving a talk about vehicle maintenance, which was very informative, and we had a basic recovery class, something I think all new and seasoned off-roaders can always benefit from. This year's event was so incredible. Regina and I had the absolute best time getting to spend this adventure with so many great people. And we raised over $23,000 this year for Operation Homefront. I can't even express how humbling that is. We can't wait to do it all over again next year.